Hello everybody, Intelli back in another video. Oh boy, Novak Djokovic is through to his 51st Grand Slam semi-final. Novak Djokovic is through to his 13th French Open semi-final. After 3 hours and 18 minutes, and 4 sets, he come through against Alexander Sasha Zverev in the last quarterfinal of the 4 that we had this year's French Open edition 2025. And like I thought, like I predicted, Novak Djokovic came through against Alexander Sasha Zverev after impeccable tennis, after unbelievable tennis. Now Sasha Zverev won the first set 6-4, then Novak wins the second 6-3, then Novak wins the third 6-2, and then Novak wins the fourth 6-4. Novak Djokovic, even though he's 38 years old, he is showing to the world, I am still capable to win big tennis matches. He defeated Carlos Alcaraz earlier this year at that quarterfinal at Australian Open, and he defeats Alexander Sasha Zverev in this year's French Open in the quarterfinal. He's showing to the world that even though I'm not the number one favorite to win majors anymore, I'm still one force to count. To be quite honest, Novak has not been my number one favorite to win Grand Slam since the Australian Open 2024. And after that tournament, I have never had Novak as my number one favorite. But that doesn't mean that he will be outside my list. No, my tennis fans all over the world. I actually had him number 3rd favorite coming into this French Open, and many of you were laughing at me. Many of you were saying, how can you have Novak as your number 3rd favorite? And now you are probably convinced why I had him as my number 3rd favorite. You know why? Because he's, for God's sake, still Novak freaking Djokovic. He's for God's sake, still the 24 times Grand Slam champion. Yeah, he's not the player he used to be. Yeah, he's not as young as before. Nobody can stop time. Age doesn't show any mercy against anyone, but he's still bloody freaking good tennis player. He's still bloody freaking very intelligent tennis player. He's still bloody freaking has still great tennis IQ, to say the least, about Novak Djokovic. So you cannot count him out. He will go deep in Grand Slam tournaments still, even though he's not super young anymore. He was in the semifinals early this year at the Australian Open, where he lost against Zverev after just playing only 1 set. I think he would have defeated Zverev in that semifinal earlier this year if he would not had retired with injury. So he defeats Zverev. What can we say about the match? Zverev got the best start, where he was untouchable on serve. I believe Zverev won 94% when his first serve in the first set. So it was only 1 break of serve there. So Novak could not do that much there. I think Novak had 1 chance, 1 break punch opportunity, I think, in that first set. Couldn't do so much there. Zverev just was impeccable on serve in that first set. It still was little sun out there. Not much, but the conditions was not super heavy in that first set. So Zverev could take advantage with his big serve and won that first set 6-4 after dropping only 1 service point behind his first serve. And that's why he won unbelievably 94% when his first serve in that first set. Then in second, Novak started to take his teeth into the match. The conditions became even heavier, even more difficult hitting through each other, both for Novak and for Zverev. And Novak started to play better. Not that Novak was weak in the first set, but he started to play even better. He drop shot at Zverev a lot. He came into the net a lot. Novak, in the entire match, he did 36 drop shots, for God's sakes. 36! And the majority of them he won. Novak uses his drop shot more than he uses his second serve. Novak used his second serve 34 times. And he did 36 drop shots. So how many times have we seen this before, where a player does more drop shots than he wins seconds, than he uses? then he uses his second serve. So that was the Novak strategy, to use more of his drop shots, which he did with very success. So in the second set, Novak started to use more drop shots. Not that he didn't do in the first set. Novak used his drop shot the entire match, by the way, not only in the second set. So Novak won that second set 6-3. And then the third, with only one break in the second set, by the way. Then in the third, Novak started to play even better tennis and broke Zverev's serve 2 times with double break in the third set, and won the third set 6-2. And then in the fourth, Novak got an early break. I think Novak broke Zverev's serve the first game of the fourth set and never looked back after that, even though actually Zverev had one break punch opportunity in that fourth set. But Novak saved that. And then Novak, in the end, served out the match 6-4, even though it was not that easy to serve out the match. After Novak we had a couple of juices there, but on Novak's 5th match point, Novak finally converts his 5th match point and wins the match, and wins that fourth set 6-4. Yeah, how was the stats? Zverev did 4 aces, 1 double fault, lands 70% first serve in, won 76% when his first serve, won 35% when his second serve. So Zverev was not winning many points when his second serve, to say the least. It was there Novak did the biggest damage. Zverev breaks Novak's serve 1 time out of 3 break punch opportunities that he had, and that 1 time actually was on the first game of the match. Novak got his serve broken on his first game of the match, and after that Novak never got his serve broken. And Zverev did 38 winners and 44 unforced errors. So Zverev does 6 more unforced errors than winners, and all in all, Zverev won 101 points the entire match. Zverev attacked the net 38 times and won 17 of those net approaches. That makes it to 45% successful at the net. So he was under 50% successful at the net, Alexander Zverev. Novak's numbers, how were they? He did 6 aces, 0 double faults. So he does a better job on the aces and double faults department there. He does more aces than Zverev, and he does less double faults than Zverev. Novak did 0 double faults the entire match, which was really impressive. Novak lands 71% first serve in, which is really high. Really great serving numbers from Novak. Won 76% when his first serve, as much as Zverev. Zverev also won 76% when his first serve. The huge difference was Novak won 56% when his second serve, compared with Zverev, who won only 35% when his second serve. It was there Novak did the biggest damage in winning points behind his second serve. And Novak, all in all, broke Zverev's serve 4 times out of 8 break punch opportunities that he had in the entire match. Novak broke Zverev's serve in all the sets. 1 time in the second set, 2 times in the third set, and 1 time in the fourth set. The only set where Novak didn't break Zverev's serve was in the first set, and Zverev broke serve only once, which was in that first game of the entire match in the first set. So Novak broke 4 times out of 8 break punch opportunities that he had. Novak did all in all 42 winners and 29 unforced errors. So Novak does 13 more wins than unforced errors. So Novak did an unbelievable clean match. And at the net, Novak was superior. He attacked the net 37 times and won 27 of those net approaches. That makes it to 73% successful at the net. So when Novak has great net approaches, and when Novak is successful at the net, that means that Novak has done a superior match, because that means that he has had great hands at the net, from the baseline, in the serving department, in the returning department, you name it, baby. So Novak's net approaches was just great. To win 27 net approaches out of 37 net approaches. That is really great number. So that makes it to 73% success at the net. And then entire match, Novak won 121 points. So Novak won 20 more points than Alexander Zverev the entire match. Zverev won 101 points, Novak won 121 points. That makes it to 20 more points that Novak won more than Zverev. So Novak is through to the semifinal. Now, this is not getting any easier. Now waits Novak a huge Mount Everest mountain to climb. And more of that in a preview semifinal. I'm extremely busy today. I'm actually at work at the current moment, so it will come a preview during the day, but I don't know when. But big congratulations to Novak Djokovic for his 51 Grand Slam semifinals and for his 13th French Open semifinals. Novak Djokovic, man, he's just an amazing tennis player. 38 years old and still being this unbelievably good. I'm super impressed. Alright guys, I hope you did the video. If you did, give a thumbs up, subscribe, peace.